Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow age expert. So do you know which macronutrients are in the foods that you are eating? The answer is probably no, isn't it? I know very few people who knows which macronutrients, let alone how much of them, are in a chicken breast, for example, or in a piece of bread, or in an egg, or in a banana. Are you one of these people who does know? Yay. So anyway, so let's look at that. So what is in a chicken breast? Does it have protein? Does it have carbohydrate? Does it have fats? What does it have? Well, pretty much it's going to be proteins. I mean, there will be some fat, but there should not be any carbohydrate, that's for sure. So that would be a quick answer. So you need to know these things. And what about eggs? Are there proteins, fats and carbs in eggs? Well, in an egg, it's going to be primarily proteins and fats, and there might be a little bitty piece of carbohydrate as well. So you need to know this, and the reason why you need to know it, and the reason why you need to know, well, how much protein. So how much protein is there in a chicken breast? Well, roughly in about 100 grams of chicken breast, after you have cooked it, by the way. So if that little chicken breast after you've cooked it is weighing about 100 grams, there will be about 25-30 grams of protein. So how much do you need in a day? Oh, that's a good question as well, isn't it? So there is an article in the blog which actually will also tell you, but briefly, sort of per day. And really we should divide meals up into, or portions up into per meal. So how much carbohydrate would you need per meal? How much protein, how much fat, etc. So protein wise, somewhere between 25 and 35 grams per meal would be a good thing, somewhere around there. Carbohydrate, somewhere around 30 to 40 grams of carbohydrate. And your fats, I would say somewhere also maybe around 30 to 40 grams per meal. That would be a good thing to do. So on my blog, and the link is in the article which is in this blog. So on my blog, there is an article called Do You Know What's in Your Food? There will be lists, so macronutrient lists, where you can see how much carbohydrate, proteins, fats there are in the foods which you are eating. So then you can make your food to a little project. So you can say, okay, well, I'm going to just check out how much protein, carbs and fats I'm getting in my breakfast, how many I'm getting for my dinner, how many I'm getting for my lunch, how many, etc., etc. And then you maybe will discover that, oh, I'm not getting enough protein, oh, I'm not getting enough fat, and oh, I'm getting way too much carbohydrate, which is something I typically see that people do eat. Most of us get way too much. Well, most of you, I don't. Most of you get way too much carbohydrate. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't get carbohydrate. I definitely think that we should be getting around 30, 40 grams per meal. The body likes to have carbohydrate. Tastes good, doesn't it? Yes. But we need it for blood sugar, and the body needs blood sugar. There's a couple of pretty important organs which are dependent on blood glucose, as it's called. One of them is your brain, and the other one is the red blood cells. Anyway, check that article and check the blog, check the macronutrient list, and make your meal times a project. Happy hormones, happy life.